here from someone who couldn't be here today, who should be here today, and that's Mel. Mel Broughton was campaigned 4 years ago, and he's worked on it day in, day out in all that time. I think it's fair to say that when the campaign started, it could never have imagined the length that Oxford University, and their friends in high places, and their lucky independent valley police would go to get that place open, nor the depth to which they would sink to.
Blood on their hands.
Now Mel's in prison on remand, but he's not in there for something that he's done. He's in there because he dared to speak out, to stand up for what he believes in, and to not give up. He's a political prisoner, segregated in there. But he will never give up. And I know that he will be so thrilled to see so many people here today, to know so many people are here, other people who won't give up, the like him won't be bullied and intimidated.
Or silent.
Or silent. And this is his message to you. Setting myself writing this has given me even more reason to look to the day when animals are truly given the right to respect they deserve. The closed world of this prison system, with its doors, bars and cameras, goes a long way to increasing the empathy I feel for the animal victims of Oxford University and other centres of animal abuse. Of course, compared to animals like Felix, I am lucky. Whatever else my incarceration involves, it will not include the daily fear and suffering endured by millions of sentient animals inside institutions like Oxford University. The apologists for animal abuse at Oxford University and elsewhere are busier than ever. As public disquiet grows at the exaggerated claims increasingly being made for animal research, the attacks on the animal rights movement grow ever more strident and aggressive. Make no mistake, scientists engaged in using and abusing animals are attempting to break free of any ethical restraints on the abuses they heap on non-consenting animals. They are also engaged in creating an atmosphere in which anyone who questions them or their scientific validity is immediately labelled as fanatic or extremist. This is a party like witch hunt from people who claim to represent scientific truth. Of course, those engaged in fostering violence of fear and those who exploit it are responsible for the violence and fear that animals in their millions are still enduring each day. But the animal rights movement must also look to itself if we to succeed. Too many so-called animal rights organisations have gone for the soft option. Celebrity endorsements and jokey campaigns cannot replace active grassroots activism based on rights, justice and ethics. Animals deserve better than the fickle ramblings of a few washed-up celebrities and campaign careerists. The suffering of animals inside Oxford's shameful animal abuse labs can only be ended by people like you. The animal abusers and their friends in the government will be only too happy for you to join up with one of the organisations that they deem acceptable or adored. Preferably one which will condemn grassroots activists at every opportunity. And while you sit and wait for the next glossy celebrity endorsed magazine to drop through your letterbox, the animal abuse can quietly be left to kill and slay millions of animals. Or you can be what they don't want you to be, an active voice for animals, prepared to be seen and heard on the streets of Oxford as elsewhere, directly confronting the negative and distorted propaganda pumped out by the animal abusers, using your own knowledge and skill to get the message to the public, and not allowing self-appointed grantees of animal welfareism to undermine the real work of animal liberation. Speaking then during its 5th year of fighting animal use at Oxford University, in that time it has survived numerous legal assaults in the High Court. Some have suffered physical assault from arrogant servants of the university. The campaign has been subject to a serious unlawful attempt to crush it by Thames Valley Police, and numerous acts of harassment too many to mention. It has been the subject of vilification and lies in the media, and the attention to the group of teenage egomaniacs under the ballot protest. All of this and more is to be expected, and in some ways welcome. The more extreme and desperate they become, the more you know you're definitely doing the right thing. They don't want you here today. They don't want you here any day. They say they believe in free speech and the right to demonstrate, whilst doing everything they can to stop it. Your presence here today and every day is a constant reminder that this isn't going to go away. It's not up to the university or the police that will decide whether you do for this and animal gain. It's the public, and they're turning against the animal killers because you are here and will continue to be here. I'm sat here looking at the bars on my window and wondering what Felix would have thought. Like me, he would have wanted to be with the ones he loved, and his family and friends. I have no doubt he would also have wondered why his world was so hostile, and why those who trusted only caused him to fear. I'm lucky. Whatever happened to me, I would one day see my family and friends outside the prison I now call home. But for Felix, and the millions of other victims of so-called science, there is no happy ending. You can make a difference by continuing to stand up and speaking out. In fact, it's your persistence and courage that's the most important and vital ingredient in achieving the most far-reaching evolutionary step we as human beings will ever take. I wish I could have been here today, marching with you. But make no mistake, in every other way, I am here, and always will be. That features a quotation by Mel Broughton, a scientist who's actually willing to admit that animals deserve to be treated ethically. If I assume that animals have subjective feelings of pain, fear, hunger and the like, and if I am mistaken in doing so, no harm will be done. But if I assume the contrary, when in fact animals do have such feelings, then they open the way to unlimited cruelty. Now,